Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church, and I'm here today continuing our conversation about joy. I hope you know what joy is. I mean, really know. I hope you are so well aware of joy that it just permeates your whole being. But if not, well, here's some thoughts that might help. This one comes from Romans chapter 15 and verse 13. It says this: I pray that God, the source of hope, will fill you completely with joy and peace because you trust in Him. Then you will overflow with confident hope through the power of the Holy Spirit. Paul writes that he's praying that God, who is the source of hope. Well, now let's stop right there. What is your hope in? Is it in your abilities? Is it in things? Is it in other people? Is it in some existential idea that one day everything's going to be rosy? All of the sources of hope are good. I mean, hey, anything's better than nothing. But the notion here is to have hope in the one thing that's absolutely guaranteed. Now, when I say absolutely guaranteed, that's exactly what I mean. Now, don't misunderstand. This doesn't mean that the guarantee comes with nothing but wonderful, blissful, crazy experiences of excitement. Nah, that's not life. If that's what you're looking for, you're not going to find it. Even if you use drugs, they'll wear off. And boy, when they wear off, it's really bad. You're not going to find, you're looking for a pipe dream, as they say. But there is something that is sure. I pray that the God, the source of hope. How is God the source of hope? Well, think about that for a minute. Hope is based on something happening led by someone other than yourself. Okay, listen. I hope that the weather tomorrow will be nice. I can't make the weather nice, but I'm hoping that there is something, maybe the forces of nature, if nothing else, that will make the weather nice tomorrow. But that hope might not be founded correctly because the weather might be ugly. The way it's been around here, where we keep getting snow flurries throughout the spring, it was like, oh man, what a tease. We went from 3, 4 inches of snow, and 2 days later, we were up at almost 80 degrees. That's crazy stuff. So if you're going to put your hope in something that's as flimsy as that, well, you're in big trouble. But here it says God is the source of our hope because God is everything. He's the all-controlling. He's the creator. He is the knowledgeable one. The idea of a God running things is a pretty solid idea. Now, maybe you don't like how he's running it. There have been times when I didn't. And there have been times when I thought, geez, if I could just be God for a couple of minutes, I could straighten out a few things. But I don't know what kind of a mess I'd make. Maybe you saw that old movie, Bruce Almighty, where he gets to be God at one point, and it just messes everything up because he tries to help everybody get exactly what they want, and finally he gives up. It's an older movie. It's a good one to watch if you haven't seen it. But it says here that God is the source. Ultimately, our hope is rooted in the creator of the universe. Now that's a pretty good power. And it says here that Paul prays that God, the source of hope, will give and fill you completely with joy and peace. Well, let's skip on just a second to come back to this. Because you trust in him. Now, if you don't trust in God, I mean, that's your choice. Uh, I'm not going to make you. Nobody. In fact, God isn't even going to make you. But if you don't trust in God, then okay, you're on your own. You know, how's it working out for you? If it's working great, well, okay, I suppose you could continue it. If it's not working so great, well, gee, try something else. But it says here that because you trust in him, when we trust God, now that's a small word with a really huge implication. When we're willing to say to God in every situation, God, I know you are in control, and I want you to do what you think is best. That may mean that the end doesn't turn out the way we wanted, hoped, or expected. But as long as he's in control, we know that whatever end happens really does make the most sense in the big picture. So it says here that for those who trust in him. Now, I hope you've done that. If you haven't, okay, do it. I mean, it doesn't take any magic formula or anything like that. Just tell God you want to trust in him. Put it in whatever words you want, whatever format you want. He doesn't care. He just wants to know what's inside of you and what are you offering. So we put our trust in him. And it says, then he will fill us completely with joy and peace. First off, joy is bigger than happiness. Joy is an overwhelming notion that things are okay, that I can smile, even when troubles come, and they will come. Joy is this incredible attribute that's given by God for us to face our world. And it's not just the attribute, but it's the characteristic of peace that comes along. Peace meaning contentment and tranquility. I know whatever happens today, it's going to be okay. Whether I win or I lose, whether it's good, whether it's bad. And I know that because the source of the hope of that is not me, it's God. And he wants you to know the same thing. Well, you think about that. If you have any prayer needs or concerns, let us know. We'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet them. But I hope you think about today's word. I'll be back tomorrow and share some more. Thanks for listening. God bless you.